So today we're at Steve's house, sitting again. You're just gonna talk right into that mic, just like before. But today we're gonna do things a little bit differently, a different version of Sits with Steve. Last night, me and my good friend Connor, say hello to the people.
Hello, how's it going, guys?
We were at the bar last night, and Connor disclosed a story to me that I found extremely intriguing, and I felt like it needed to be told to the masses. And by masses, I mean all 10 people who listen to this podcast. Hey, Mom. So let's get into the good stuff, man. Take me right through. There was a car chase in Kenosha, correct?
Yes.
So take me through what happened. Tell me the I want to hear it just like last night.
Okay, so essentially around like 10:30 p.m. on Thursday night. This happened Thursday. Second shift for us was notified by Zion PD of a stolen vehicle, and they wanted us to check the area, kind of by Russell Road, which is also known as State Line Road. And so they checked the area looking for this stolen red Jeep Cherokee. And they couldn't find it. It didn't make its way by us. So anyway, fast forward a couple hours later, me and my coworker are both in our squads, and we met at 39th Ave and State Line Road, and we're just chit-chatting for a little bit before, and then all of a sudden, this red Jeep Cherokee in Illinois, so south of State Line Road, still in Illinois on 39th Ave right there.
Just comes blazing through.
Comes up, and my coworker goes, "Oh crap, that's the car." And I look, and all of a sudden I see this red Cherokee going north on 39th Ave, entering Wisconsin, and our jurisdiction now. So me and him whip out onto 39th Ave, and we fly up to catch up to the vehicle, and my partner is ahead of me, so he's lead, I'm second. And he wants to confirm if it's the vehicle, because it matches the description, but we're not sure. We have a license plate, and so he was trying to get a read of the license plate to confirm if it was a stolen one.
So they didn't have the license plate yet?
No, we knew the license plate of the stolen vehicle, but when we saw the car initially, we just saw a red Cherokee. We didn't know if it had the same plate so it was, because I mean, somebody could just have a
right to just own a red Jeep Cherokee, right?
So we, after it entered Wisconsin and it's going north on 39th, we're trying to fly up to catch up to it so we can verify.
Just for the record, we do have Fleur and Mikey playing 2K in the background. We had a long night last night. The group got together and went out to the bar, so bear with us as we move through this. Also, Connor.
Yes, so I got to talk louder?
Yeah, just not even a little louder. Just it's got to get further away from me.
Okay.
But okay, yeah, just to peek the curtain back a little bit. So
we're trying to catch up to the vehicle and try to get a look at the license plate to confirm, hey, this is the stolen vehicle, or hey, no, it's not. So we get up to about 116th Street in 39th Ave.
I thought you were going to say miles an hour, seriously. But either way.
So we get up to 116th Street, and my partner is trying to get a read of the license plate, and all of a sudden they just blow the stop sign completely. So right away we're like, "Yup, this is it."
And that's illegal.
You're not going to just blow a stop sign with a cop behind you, knowing that a cop is behind you. I mean, it was obvious. We're right there. There's two of us, and he just blew right through it. So immediately my partner just turned his lights on, and the car just kept going. And which happens all the time with stolen vehicles. They never stop.
That's crazy to me that you just don't stop. I mean, I guess once you get in that mentality, like you already stole the vehicle.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden they take off flying. And I'm a little bit behind, so I'm flying to catch up. And once I catch up to him about 104th Street and 39th Ave. We're still going north. And I take over radio communications from my partner so he can just focus on the car in front of him. So I'm behind him. I got my lights and sirens going as well.
You're barking out commands.
Yeah, and I'm essentially just giving our location, how are the road conditions, if there's any traffic out there.
How were the road conditions? Was there traffic on the road?
I think throughout the whole entire chase, I might have seen like 5 or 6 total cars on the road.
Because what time is this happening at?
Around 1. It was around 1-ish.
Okay, 1 a.m.
Yeah, in that time frame. And so we keep going north on 39th, and we get to Springbrook, that roundabout right by Gordy's Bar.
For those of you who don't know, a roundabout is a circle where cars can go either left, right, or straight.
And we go eastbound on Springbrook. And so I'm, barking out direction. Hey, we're now eastbound on Springbrook from 39th, coming up on like the bike trail, and then coming up on. to 22nd Ave. So we take Springbrook all the way to 22nd Ave, and then we go north on 22nd, enter Kenosha. And our dispatch, advises Kenosha what's going on. And so Kenosha's aware. And it's our chase. So Kenosha's not getting directly involved in the chase, but they're there with us, essentially, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, kind of what you said last night was they're almost like setting a perimeter, basically.
Yeah, they're listening to my radio traffic as I'm barking out our location and whatnot. And so we go north on 22nd Ave. We get to 85th Street. He takes a left on 85th, cuts into oncoming lane because there's a vehicle right there. So he cuts in front of the vehicle. And then we go west on 85th to 39th Ave. And in like the 3200 block of 85th Street, out of nowhere, he just whips his car crossing the center line, into oncoming traffic lane. Luckily, there was no traffic out on the road, but he just starts swerving. Like I think he was just trying to like intimidate us, trying to chase him. But anyway, he gets to 39th Ave, takes a right on 39th to go north, and we take 39th all the way to 53rd Street. And then once we get to 53rd Street, we cut through some neighborhoods in Kenosha, and we actually cut through Wilson Elementary. We entered Wilson Elementary in the parking lot, and we're driving through the parking lot, and all of a sudden he cuts into the grass in the field, and we're cutting through some trees of like Wilson Elementary. And we hop the curb, go back on the road, and then this is 33rd Ave now.
So now we're off road though. We've gone through. Now we're hitting different environments.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. And it's still just me and my partner. Kenosha, like I said, is still they're setting up that perimeter. They're with us this whole time, like essentially. They're just not directly involved in the chase.
Yeah, they're not chasing with you. You two are just currently...
but they're following us essentially and setting up that getting ready and all that. At least that's my understanding. So anyway, once we get off the grass and we get off and we get off the curb and whatnot, we're back on 33rd Ave. We go north on 33rd. We take a left on 45th Street. Go through 45th, or go up to 34th, and take that first right, and we take 34th Ave, which is kind of like a little windy road. And we take that all the way to 40th Street. And on 40th Street, there's the UAWL building. I don't know what that stands for off the top of my head.
I'm actually a part of the electrical union still. I have a pension with them, and I still have an account where there's like $120 in there from June of 2016. And I imagine that it's just twofold now.
Is that what that is? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like a union building.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so we get there, it's like right off Washington, and I guess the back parking lot leads to like 40th Street. So he hops the curb and goes through the back parking lot of the UAWL building, and then we come out to Washington, and we go east on Washington, and then the driver takes a right on 32nd Ave, and I slowed my squad down hopping that last curb. Because we already hopped a couple, and I was like, my squad's,
Are you in an SUV again?
Yeah,
now? Yeah.
I'm in an SUV. And so when I get out onto Washington, I see my partner take a right, but I don't know what avenue he took a right on from my distance. So I'm trying to catch up, and then all of a sudden I see a KPD squad take a left off Washington, looking like it was the same avenue that my partner took a right on. So I fly up to it, and all of a sudden I look right, and I see my partner, and I was like, I drove past it. Like,
did you just substitute for there?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to be.
It gets bleeped anyways.
Yeah, whatever. And so I just go 9-4 to 9-6, like take over comms. I'm with Kenosha. I'm with KPD, and all of a sudden he calls out. He goes, they 1050, which is a 10 code for they crashed.
That does it for this special episode of the Sits with Steve show. Make sure to check out our core show of Based on Bias for some uneducated sports takes and general idiocracy, as well as the newer episodes of the Sits with Steve show that will be coming out. We appreciate the listen, and always remember, Jameis Winston has the potential to be the greatest quarterback of all time, but you won't forgive him for throwing interceptions.